Friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about this whole debate about India and Bharat. As you recall, recently the major opposition parties first met in Patna, then in Bengaluru, and they named their alliance as India Alliance, Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance. That's what they named it. And this was such a excellent name, such a appealing name, and such effective name that the ruling BJP got irritated by it and started attacking this very name, this very alliance, as to how can they keep the name India. So one police complaint has also been launched in Delhi's Barakhamba police station, that how can they use word India for their political goal. Now this, in addition, they started saying that, oh, what happens? India name, even Indian Mujahideen is there, Popular Front of India is there, and many such things. They started talking. Shamelessly, they tried to associate the 13 ministries ruling in different states with terrorism, which definitely has no basis. At the same time, Assam Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma, he came up with saying that India is a name given by British and India's forefathers fought for Bharat, not for India. Now this was a very funny and ridiculous thing, because probably people like him, they never read Indian Constitution. The very first sentence is India, that is Bharat. Now India name emerged during freedom movement, and it has been a major attraction, major name. That's how the major freedom movement was fought under the banner of Indian National Congress, which had incorporation from people of different religions, different languages, different regions, and different ethnicities. All of them, men and women, both participated in that. But forefathers of the ideology to which Hemant Biswa Sarma belonged, they never participated in the freedom movement, so they can misrepresent it the way they like. Now on one hand, the irritated by this and stung by this, the ruling BJP party put together hurriedly 38 known and unknown opposition parties as NDA. As pointed out, in this India Alliance, there are 26 parties. They met in Bengaluru with the banner of India, in which no single leader was projected. And as they effectively put the word India, BJP suddenly thought of reviving NDA. During last 9 years, we have never heard NDA, because most of those associated parties, they are totally ineffective. Only single leader rules and others keep nodding their head. On the same style, hurriedly they put together some 38 formations, and in these 38 formations, most of them are unknown. Many of them probably are not registered with Election Commission also. Many of them do not have a single MP in the parliament. Still, they wanted to do it just to play one-upmanship game on India, because India name is very appealing, very effective, and it is a determination on the part of opposition parties that we will come together to protect Indian Constitution, to ensure the issues related to people, related to poverty, unemployment, farmers' issues, increasing hunger, all those problems, to protect Indian Constitution will be taken up in this alliance. There is a broad agreement. Of course, they have a long way to go. This is just the beginning, and they have to ensure that on ground level, what unity has begun at the top is brought down to the bottom level, so that at electoral level, at social level, at cultural level, at educational level, they can reinstate the values of Indian national movement. Now, as they are criticizing the word India, at the same time, we see that during last 9 years, many schemes have been launched by the Prime Minister, which have the name India. Skill India, Make in India, And there are many things which have been named in the name of India. But since they do not like opposition putting forward such a interesting, powerful, effective name, they try to denigrate it. And one recalls that even in one of the rallies, the Prime Minister, he made the people shout the slogan of India. So India versus Bharat is wrong. India, that is Bharat, is a true thing. That's what we are. We are a Bharat and we are India. It is there at the same time. Hemant Biswa Sarma tries to say that these are two different things. And when people pointed out that in their Twitter handle, at the bottom it is written BJP for India. So Mr. Sarma changed this BJP for India to BJP for Bharat. How many places they will change it is a matter for observation. Let's see whether they go further into projecting, downgrading the word India. Now, associating this as coalition, alliance with terrorist organization is just a funny game. It has no meaning at all, because the 13 of these Indian states are ruled by those parties which are part of this India alliance, who are shown by this constitution. But people in BJP and people like Hemant Biswa Sarma, whose forefathers were never a part of India's freedom movement, they cannot realize the importance of the word India, which is totally integrated into our psychology, into our culture, into our national life. So today, as we see, criticism of this alliance at political level is totally justified. Criticism should be always on the political grounds only. To criticize and denigrate on such issues like why you are naming your alliance India is totally ridiculous and a laughable matter. Of course, India alliance has made a very good beginning with naming this self. Opposition parties are trying to solidly come together and hold each other's hands as they go forward. It is an excellent beginning, but lot of struggles are there on hand. Lot of struggles need to be undertaken. Lot of struggles need to be fought so that this word becomes really effective and appeals to the people of India, and they ensure that the party which has been ruling from last 9 years, the party which has not cared much for the unity of India, for people of India's interest, is not elected back to power. That is the basic idea. Since Bharat Jodo Yatra, the atmosphere in society is changing. People are realizing that our integrity, our fraternity between different religions, between different regions is very important, and the divide and rule policy which this government is doing is not in accordance with our constitution, is not something which we need to uphold. It has to be totally opposed. So in the current scenario where we are witnessing divide and rule policy between religions, between ethnicities like in Manipur, and the policies which are leading to India's decline in economic prosperity for all, in worsening economic indices, in worsening democratic indices, in worsening the freedom of religion. In this situation, it is very important that the criticisms which the ruling government is making against India alliance, those criticisms have absolutely no basis as far as we are concerned, we Indians are concerned. We look forward to Indian Constitution as the major guide, for our future, and Indian Constitution clearly tells us that we have to be all on the equal footing. Some people are trying to say that Indian civilizational values are more important than Constitution. This is totally wrong. Of course, Indian civilization has contributed a lot, but in Indian civilization, we have also Charvak, Kabir, Lord Gautam Buddha, and others who have contributed to it. Their presentation of Indian civilization purely as Brahminical is something very, very narrow. That is not Indian civilization. Today, India itself, India name itself is also a part of Indian civilization. They have to realize this, and the participants of India Alliance, they need to struggle hard. They need to put their heads together to ensure that the good beginning which they have made at the top is brought down to the bottom at the social level, political level, and electoral level, so that India's ethos, India's values of inclusiveness, India's values of respect for each other's religion, India's values of tolerance, they are reinstated, and country goes on the path of economic, social, and cultural development. Thank you very much, friends. I hope you will like this video. Do forward it and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.